What is the R2-Page Society?
We are the global membership organization for corporate chief communications officers and agency CEOs, and we get together to make each other better and to advance the leadership role of the chief communications officer in the enterprise.
Who was R2-Page?
Arthur Page was the head of corporate communications for AT&T in the middle of the last century. He was an important guy. He was a senior member of senior management. He was on the board of the company, and he was also an advisor to several presidents of the United States.
He left a very brilliant legacy in terms known as the Page Principles.
Yes, the Page Principles were never really articulated by Arthur Page himself, but they were extracted from his life of work and writing by the people who founded the Page Society. Tell the truth. Prove it with action. Realize that a company's true character is expressed by its people. These principles are as important today, maybe more so, than they were at the time that Arthur Page was talking about it a century ago.
Indeed. The R2-Page Society is working in a new model of corporate communication. Can you explain us this model?
Yes, it has two pieces. Piece one, corporate character. How does an enterprise make itself worthy of trust? You have to align mission, purpose, values, culture, business model, strategy, brand, all to create one unique differentiating identity of the enterprise, and then get everyone in the enterprise to understand it and to embody it in everything they do every single day. That's piece one. Piece two, once you have the enterprise that's worthy of trust, how do you build the stakeholder engagement that results in trust? And we argue it starts with building shared belief. Find some common ground that leads to an action, and then over time confidence, and ultimately advocacy that leads again to shared belief and more actions. What are the actions? Buying the product, buying the stock, supporting the policy objective, basically the objectives of the enterprise and getting support from stakeholders.
What about the future of the Chief Communications Officer, the CCO?
We have some new work just underway. We haven't published yet, but it's coming soon. Three things. Number one, the foundational role of the CCO as the builder of enterprise reputation is just as important today, more so than ever. In fact, it's really important that CCOs are very ingrained in the business, understand the business, and able to work across the business. That's one. Two, the CCO needs to be an integrator who works successfully in the senior team across the enterprise to build consensus around building corporate character and stakeholder engagement. Number three, the CCO of the future will build an enterprise engagement system, much like the systems that CFOs and CHROs have that permeate the enterprise. Every single person is affected by the system. In this case, a system to help everyone in the enterprise be an ambassador to engage with stakeholders.
Spain hosted last year the World Public Relations Forum with the Global Alliance. From your point of view, how's the role of Spain and Dircom, our Association of Communication Managers, doing in the global context?
I'm really impressed with the work that I saw today, this wonderful work on how the role of communications is evolving in Spain and in Latin America. Dircom is clearly a leader in its thinking about corporate communication and really a critical part of this global effort to make enterprises more responsible and more responsive to stakeholders. I'm really impressed.
Mr. Bolton, thank you very much for your words.
Thank you so much. Glad to be with you.